Hello everybody, this is Dee from Dee's Cute and Crafty, and I am back with 5 Valentine decor pieces for you today. These are quick and easy, and as you can see, I am already into this video because I lost my intro footage. Have no idea what happened. But anyway, we'll catch you up to speed. All I am doing is taking one of these Dollar Tree bags. I took one of the Dollar Tree blank wood hearts and I traced it onto the bag. I then cut it out. I took some Mod Podge and added it to the wood heart and placed down my heart that I cut out of the Dollar Tree bag. And now we are up to speed. I then took my sander and just went around the edges to get that paper nice and neat and crisp. I love a good edge on a project like this. And if you use your sanding paper or sanding block, it works out really good, better than scissors. Now I'm taking a scrap piece of wood dowel that I have. I'm staining it with my Waverly Antique Wax. Going to set that aside. I have a piece of scrap MDF and I'm just going to make a sign with that. So I just cut out a rectangular piece and painted it with the Waverly plaster. And I just wrote on it in pencil, P.S. I love you. And now I'm going to go over it in my Sharpie marker and make it all nice and neat so you can read it. Here I have some of the Dollar Tree rhinestone hearts, and they are self-adhesive, although when I peeled them off the paper, the adhesive stayed on the paper and not the back of the heart. So I just adhered them with some hot glue. And now that that's done, I'm just going to go in with some of my Dixie Belle Gold Gilding Wax and just go around the edges of this sign. I want to tie in that gold on the paper to the sign. Going to add some hot glue to the back of that sign and adhere it to the center of the heart. After I go into my button stash and pull out 2 red heart buttons. And now we're going to adhere that sign. I have some ribbon, and I think this ribbon came from Dollar General. It matched perfectly with the paper bag, so I'm going to use it. And all I'm going to do is take that ribbon and drape it over the wooden dowel. Just looking at everything for placement. And then I'm just going to run a bead of glue up that ribbon and glue the ribbon to itself around the dowel. And the dowel can still slide in and out. It is not glued to the ribbon. If you don't want your dowel to slide in and out, then glue it to the ribbon. Added my buttons and it's done. And here is DIY number 1, you guys. It came out super cute. I really like it. Is it my favorite? No, it is not my favorite. If you want to know which one my favorite is of the 5 that I'll be showing you today, you're going to have to keep watching. On this one, it's really cute, but I don't like that it tried to bubble up on the bottom. Moving on to DIY number 2, I'm going to be using this 5-inch ribbon from Dollar General. I have some leftover red and white buffalo check or just checkered fabric, and I took that ribbon and my fabric and I cut out some hearts. I cut out 2, well actually 3 in each piece of fabric or ribbon because I wanted them to be double-sided. Even though you're not going to really see the other side all that much, I still wanted them to be double-sided. So here you see me just taking some hot glue and gluing around the edges, leaving myself an opening, and taking some polyfill and stuffing my hearts, pretty much like we did those little envelopes that I did in a previous DIY. I have a wooden dowel and I'm just going to push that in there to give my heart a little stick or a lollipop kind of look so that it will stand up. And then I just hot glued the rest of that heart together around the wooden dowel. And now I'm just trimming up the edges a little bit, making sure not to cut too close to where I glued it because I don't want it to open up. And here you see me just making a bow using some of that beautiful Dollar Tree lace. I love this. This is the one that's more beigey. Depending on what they have in stock, sometimes you can get it in white, and I have it in both. I try to stay stocked up on this lace ribbon because I just think it's so pretty. Can be used anytime for anything. So now I am just going to take that bow that I made, and I took a piece of fabric and tied a knot to make it look like a bow, put those two pieces together and glued them to the bottom of that heart. Here you see me taking one of the Dollar Tree envelope signs and I'm cutting it apart. So I am using the back of the sign to avoid having to peel off all that paper. And I just painted it with the plaster, and I also painted the piece that I took off with the plaster as well. And I sanded down the edges so you see a little bit of that red coming through, and that's fine. I like that. So I sanded it down so that it looks like that. And then the back where you see the pink and white checker, I'm going to cover that in some brown craft paper. So here I have my jumbo craft sticks, and I'm just going to take 5 of those, and I get 2 pieces per stick. I need a total of 10 because we're going to make this envelope into a box so that we can put our hearts in it. And the size of the craft sticks, all 10 of them, we're going to take 5 and get 2 per stick. 5 sticks times 2 will give you 10 pieces. The length of the craft sticks, they all need to be the same, but it depends on you how long or how short you want them to be. It just depends on how wide you want your box to be. So you guys, struggling with this video. I'm having SD card issues, losing footage left and right. So all I did was like we did when I made the Halloween houses. I just took the craft stick and glued it down the side of the box and connected the 2 pieces together that way and painted it with the plaster. So I took a piece of cardboard and I measured out what I needed for the bottom of the box, and I hot glued it to the bottom of the box to close the box up. As you can see, it's just a piece of cardboard from a pizza box. And then I added some pool noodle and some Spanish moss, and I just stuck my little hearts down in there, wooden dowels. I just stuck them down in there, and this is adorable. I absolutely love it. It is still not my favorite, but it is close. Again, apologize for the footage that was lost, but I really just adhered the boxes together with the sticks. Moving on to DIY number 3, I have 2 of the wood hearts from Dollar Tree. I have 1 of the bigger size hearts from Dollar Tree. I will be using a couple of different paints. I have the Waverly in plaster and ballet slipper. I have the apple barrel in sunny yellow, and I have the ceram coat in lavender. And all I'm going to do is sand this heart, the bigger one, just to rough it up so that the paint sticks. And these hearts that are on the dowels, they came out this year. And they're chunky hearts. I really like them, but they're a little smaller than the bigger heart, the white one that you see there that they had last year. So I thought putting these 2 together would be nice, these 2 different sizes. I ended up having to give this heart 3 coats of paint. I did 1 coat in lavender, then I did a coat in the plaster, and I went back and did another coat in the lavender. I painted all sides and front and back. And now I'm taking one of the hearts that's on the stick, on the dowel, and I'm just cutting it off the dowel using my wire cutters. This wood is very soft, so it was easy to do. And I'm just trimming it up and sanding it down to make it nice and smooth. I've got all of them painted, and I have 2 different kinds of transfers from Dollar Tree, and I chose to use this one. It is going to give me such a cute country French conversation heart. Yes, we're doing conversation hearts, just in French. So pretty. And yes, this is my favorite. Of the 5 that I'm showing you today, hands down, this is it. So I took the transfer paper and I put the heart down. I thought I could just kind of eyeball it. No, I needed to be more precise. So I traced the heart and then place the transfer paper onto the heart. That way I got full coverage everywhere. And trying to eyeball it was not working. These transfers aren't too bad. Sometimes the Dollar Tree transfers, you just rub and rub and rub and rub, and they don't come off. You really have to scrub. So this one wasn't bad. I like it. So cute. It's got that country chic, farmhouse, romantic feel, that country French cottage. Love it. So I ended up only using the one sheet of transfer, you guys. On the last one, I just kind of took the scrap pieces and put them on there as best I could to cover the entire heart. Then I covered all three of them with some Mod Podge to make sure that my transfer stays on. I'm going in with some jute twine, and we're just going to wrap the top corner of each heart with jute twine. I have some baby's breath from Dollar Tree. I'm going to take some of those little flower petals and glue those down. I'll be using some of the foam roses from Dollar Tree as well. And this is that Farmhouse lace in white. Just going to make a bow and hot glue that down and let the ends just trail down the front of the heart. And then I am going to take some of this jute twine and make a bow. I'm trying to make a bow with more than one loop. So struggling just a little bit, but I'll get it done. And then we're going to add that on top. I love the layers of this. It just looks so romantic. Totally my favorite one. My favorite DIY today. So pretty. So here you guys can see how they all turned out. Each one is a little different, but so cute. They would be awesome on a tiered tray or just in a little vignette, a little nook on a china cabinet. Just nice to sit around. Just a little something for Valentine's Day. Moving on to DIY number 4. I'm trying to think, is it 4 or 5? Number 4. I'll be using one of these Dollar Tree wood rounds. I'm going to be using a page from one of the 2023 calendars. I have some Easter beads actually left over from last year that I pulled out of my stash, and not Mod Podge. I'm using a glue stick for this one. So I'm just measuring out how much of this calendar piece I want to use. I'm cutting off everything I don't need. I'll also be using my Waverly chalk paint in the color Ballet Slipper. And I'm just looking to make sure this is where I want this to sit. And I'm going to do a pencil outline because I don't need to paint where the glue stick is going to go. It's a waste of paint. And I find that it sticks better. The glue stick works better if there's not paint all over everything. So now that I have my sign painted, my wood round painted the way I want it, I am going to add a lot of glue to the back of this calendar page and get this smoothed down. It still was a little wrinkly, probably because I used way more glue than I needed, but it came out cute. I have this gingham pink and white ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to outline my calendar page. Just turning the ribbon as I go, folding it over so that I don't have to cut it. And now that that's done, I am going to disassemble this garland and just use the pink and white beads. I'll put the rest away for Easter. I'm just going to string these beads on, put the jute back on that it came with, and tie it in a knot in the back. I'll use a little bit of hot glue and some masking tape, and this one is done. Quick and easy and cute for Valentine's Day. You guys, comment down below. Let me know which one is your favorite of the 5 that I'm bringing you today. Thank you to everyone for joining me today, you guys. I so appreciate you being here. Welcome all my new subscribers. My channel is growing and I'm so blessed and grateful and happy to have you. And thank you to my old subscribers, my ride or dies. I love you so much. Thank you for coming back. Moving on to DIY number 5 and the last one for the video. I have one of these 10 hearts from Dollar Tree. I've got my apple barrel chocolate, my Deco Arts raw sienna, and then I have my Hello Hobby black. And I have this purple cardstock from Dollar Tree. Came in a pack of a lot of different colors. And I'm just going to take my heart and trace around that paper so that I can adhere the paper to the inside of the metal container, because I'm concerned that the flowers won't stick as well to the metal with the hot glue. So I'm going to put paper inside so that the flowers will stick to the paper. And I'm also using those brand new flowers I found at Dollar Tree, those little glitter roses. I think they're really cute. So I'm going to use some Fix-All instead of hot glue to adhere this paper to the inside of this metal heart tray. Before I added my paper, you guys saw me just dabbing on all the different colors of paint that I showed you in the beginning, because I wanted the tray to look rustic and old. So I wanted it to look kind of rusty. So that's what I was working on doing. And I just did it until it looked good to me. And now I'm taking my roses and I'm just kind of putting them in for placement, just looking to see how I want the lineup to go. Do I want the wine and then the soft pink and the red, or it's not really wine, it's I guess like a burgundy, or maybe it's wine, and then the lavender and the red and then the pink. I'm just, kind of playing around with it to see what I want it to look like. When I'm happy with the way that it looks, I go back in with hot glue and I glue everything down. I have my beads that I picked up at Walmart a couple of seasons ago, along beaded garland, and I'm just using some of the gray beads from that because I like gray and purple. Like gray and lavender is really pretty. I think gray and maroon, or the wine color, is really pretty. And yes, I was looking for that rose. I'm like, I'm a rose short and I don't know where it went. It's stuck to my arm, you guys. It is stuck to my arm. Anyway, I put some beads on that jute that came with the heart and just put it back on. After I got it threaded with beads, I just put it back on. I also added a gray bow. I felt like it needed a little something more, so I went in my ribbon stash of scrap ribbon and I found this little piece of gray ribbon and made a bow from it. And I added that to the hanger, and I like it. I like it much better. It just needed something else. So you guys, here is the final reveal of everything that I've made for you today. I absolutely love each and every DIY that I made today, but I usually do. Every now and then I'll get something I'm not really pleased with, and when I do, I'll tell you guys. But I like these. These are very easy, very simple, and they're so cute. I hope you guys like them too. If you like this content and you'd like to see more from me, please give this video a big fat thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you're enjoying my content. And if you're enjoying my content, they push me out a little bit more for others to enjoy as well. And that makes my channel grow. I am so blessed and so happy to have you guys here in this new year, 2023. So blessed that you're with me on this journey. Can't wait to read all your comments about what you think about the DIYs, and just, I enjoy talking to you guys. I feel like you're my friends because you give me awesome advice. If something doesn't look quite right, you guys don't hesitate to let me know respectfully and with love, and I appreciate that. I do take it into consideration. I do listen. So thank you. Thank you for being on this journey. Thank you for helping me with my channel. Thank you for being here. You guys are amazing. I look forward to another beautiful, blessed year with you. You guys, if you have crafts and you'd like to show them off, go over to D's Cute and Crafty DIY Divas, my free Facebook group. Ask to become a member, and admin will let you in, and you can show off your crafts over there. I'd love to see what you're working on. As always, I want you guys to be blessed, stay safe, and craft something beautiful today, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.